In the video of today I like to talk about Mifa PARTYADD mode. So this mode gives you the opportunity to reconnect different models. So I have to be honest about this PARTYADD mode that it isn't perfect. It sometimes even doesn't really like to find all the speakers, and especially with the Mifa Tango, somehow the volume doesn't synchronize with the other three speakers. So this means if you adjust the volume on your phone, it will be adjusted on a wildbox, on a wildrod, and even the wildcamping. But the Tango, it somehow doesn't adjust the volume the same way. So you need to use the manual the volume on the speaker. In this PARTYADD mode, you have the possibility to connect a lot of speakers. So I only have like 4 or maybe even 6 to connect, but I decided to only use the 4 different models for this video to showcase how that is working. So the wildbox, I do still think is the best speaker Mifa has created in all the time they are now existing. The wildrod is place 2 for me, and on place 3, even though I do like the wildcamping a bit more of the audio side, the Tango looks a lot better built for me. It's really rugged design, you really see it can have some damage, and I do think that the flashlight's a little bit more useful for most people in outdoor use than this lantern light, which is also pretty bright, but a flashlight is a bit handier in most case scenarios, and is also a bit smaller. So overall experience with this PARTYADD mode is decent. I do think that the range is also pretty well. I've even tried to place all the speakers a few meters away from each other, and they still worked fine. The synchronization of the audio is also, I would say, about 90% correct. Sometimes there's a hiccup, especially if you play a different song, or you skip a song, or you play and pause, then sometimes the synchronization is a bit off, but mostly only for a split of a second. Overall experience with PARTYADD is pretty decent. I will show you guys now a few audio samples, just to let you guys see how this kind of thing is like sounding in this room. So place, for example, the wildbox in the behind of this camera angle now, and the wildrod and the wildcamping behind me, and the Tango a few times on the table or on the window. It's really cool experience, and even though JBL really started this whole thing with like this possibility to add speakers, with Mifa I do think it's a bit more easier to use if it works, and that's really if it works, and that's sometimes a bit of a tricky thing with different models. So here's some samples. I hope you enjoy them, and see you guys around.